Before I read aloud to you the articles on the Sugar Act, the Stamp Act, and the Quartering Act, I want to just go through some vocabulary that might come up in these articles. In the Sugar Act, these words include smuggle, confiscate, and initiate. To smuggle means to move goods illegally into a country. That means against the rules or against the laws. Confiscate means to take someone's property. Initiate means to start or begin a process. Words you will see in the Stamp Act article include represent and repeal. Represent means to be allowed to speak or act on someone's behalf. Repeal means to override, withdraw, or retract. That means to take away a rule that was in existence. In the Quartering Act, we'll see the word quartering and also the phrase hogwash. Quartering means giving lodging to troops, housing them in your home. Hogwash is an English saying that means nonsense or rubbish. The Sugar Act. In an effort to pay off the debts that had built up from the French and Indian War, Great Britain passed the Sugar Act. In passing the Sugar Act, the British Parliament cut the tax on sugar in half in an effort to encourage the colonists to actually pay it. Before this point, many merchants would actually smuggle sugar into the colonies in order to avoid paying the tax. If they were caught, they would be tried by an American court and usually let go without a punishment. When the British passed the Sugar Act, however, the law demanded that people who tried to smuggle sugar into the colonies would be tried by a British court without a jury. It also said that if they were found guilty, they would have their entire ship of sugar confiscated. In addition, the Sugar Act also initiated a tax on items from countries outside of Great Britain. What are the results of the Sugar Act of 1765? The Sugar Act, in my own words. Directions. Explain the Sugar Act in your own words. What was its intended purpose? What was its effect? The Stamp Act. Prior to the Stamp Act being passed in 1765, people in the colonies would pay a tax on official papers. When the British Parliament passed the Stamp Act, however, they required colonists to pay a tax on every single piece of paper they purchased. Even everyday things like books and newspapers were now taxed. If it involved paper, the British wanted to tax it. This tax affected almost everybody in the colonies. Nobody was happy. The colonists were angry that they had no say. They had nobody to represent them in the British Parliament. They were forced to go along with whatever new laws the British came up with. As a result, protests broke out throughout the colonies. Men who were supposed to collect the tax feared for their lives and quit. In 1766, only a year after having been passed, the Stamp Act was repealed. The colonists felt that being taxed without a representative in British Parliament was not fair. But even if they had had a voice in Parliament, do you think they would have been okay with the Stamp Act? What are your thoughts? The Stamp Act. When did it pass? What was the law? How did the colonists react? Draw a picture that represents the Stamp Act. The Quartering Act. At the end of the French and Indian War, the British government sent 10,000 troops to the colonies to help protect them from the French. The colonists thought this was a bunch of hogwash. They did not think they needed protection because the French were not a threat anymore. The colonists thought the only reason the troops had been sent was to force them to obey all of the British laws. Needless to say, all of these soldiers needed a place to live while they were in the colonies. This is why the Quartering Act was passed in 1765. The Quartering Act forced the colonists to provide a place to live for the soldiers. They were also forced to provide them food and whatever supplies they needed. The British soldiers did not have to pay 1 cent for this. You can imagine how happy this made the colonists. In each of the boxes, write one adjective that tells how you would feel if you were forced to give up your home, food, and supplies for British soldiers. Then choose one word and explain why you chose it. The Sugar Act. When did it pass? Oops, that's not the right page. Sorry about that. You already did this page, so you are all set.